Now the interesting thing for me, I didn't buy that one, I bought something else. Because the amount of times I inquire about a house that leads to something else is unbelievable. Because unless you're looking and then you're talking, you don't know where the next deal's coming from. You just don't know where it is. It could be in that, and that agent, that agent there is a big agent. He gets lots of stuff. Just so you're aware, that particular agent, it took me 7 years to buy the first deal out of him when I first moved to Kent. 7 years. I used to ring him up every week, say, what you got? You got nothing. What you got? You got nothing. And he come up, it was a deal come through on Rightmove, and I thought, oh, interesting. So I rang him up and said, oh, it's sold. So I said, now I can't assume anything. I said, well, have you sold it to someone that you obviously dealt with before? He's gone, well, yeah. So I got confirmation, that's what I thought. He said, yes, guy, don't mess about. So I said, okay, no problem. Do you remember I got a 1 to 31 system? Right? I put it in the 1 to 31 system, and I said to him, okay, I'll ring you, in a week's time, if you don't mind. He's gone, well, you can do. He said, but the guy's going to exchange contracts, he's cash. He never lets us down. The guy was called Ray Brown. And what he didn't realise was Ray Brown was in that scenario where he remortgaged everything to buy something else. Remortgage. So he was always recycling his money, and he just had loads of debt. And the trouble is, he got to the stage where the bank thought, you've got enough. So they said no. So he's told the agent he's a cash buyer because he's expecting some money coming out of his portfolio. It hasn't come out. And he's had to let the agent down. But he's not let the agent down, so he's gone back to the agent and said, oh, I need to have a survey done, because he's trying to try and mortgage this house now. So a couple of weeks went by, I'd rang the agent a couple of times, he said it's sold, I told you it's sold. And I said to him, look, I don't mean to be rude, but you said he was a cash buyer and he hasn't exchanged. Now I haven't got all this information I've just told you, that comes afterwards. So I said, can you tell me why he hasn't? He said, well actually, he normally remortgages and he can't, and now he's in this position. So I said, your client must be really cheesed off because you've sung the old praises about this guy, you've dealt with him before. It must be really embarrassing, because I'm really empathising with him now, right? He's gone, yeah, you're right, it's a joke. I said, if you get me a fax contract, I'll exchange contracts this afternoon. And he went, what price? So at 85. He said, leave it with me. And he got me a fax contract, and I exchanged contracts. And after that, now, I'm usually his first port of call, usually. Took me 7 years to get into his office, but now I'm usually his first port of call. Because that follow-up system enabled me to get that deal. Enabled me to do it.